many things. Hi, everybody. Happy Sunday.
Hey, Waffle. There we go. We got some energy this morning. We in pink. We've got energy. There's a lot of good things happening on this Sunday, okay?
You went and saw Beyonce.
The Queen and the King, too, okay? Let's talk about it.
How was it incredible?
Oh my! I literally never think that. I'm like, okay. Every time I always say, like, the last show was the best one I ever
I know.
saw. She's not gonna top herself. This one was so like everything from the videos. Like we were all like watching the videos, like, damn, this is like a movie. Like this is great. Watching the videos were amazing. Like the interlude videos, the choreography, because as many videos as I've seen on Instagram at this point, I genuinely thought I had seen most of the concert. I hadn't seen most of the songs performed and everything, like the mixes she did, going from Yaya to, I don't know if I ever told y'all, but Why Don't You Love Me is one of my all-time favorite Beyonce songs for her to perform specifically. It's so high energy and it just makes you want to, like you get the feels when she does it. So going from Yaya to Why Don't You Love Me, that was the part of the concert for me. But she did all my slow jams I wanted her to do. Like incredible, amazing. The flying on the horse, the details.
The horse, that I love the horse better than the car.
Yes.
It's a lot sexier.
Don't get it twisted. It all stressed me out.
I know, always.
But I loved it. Oh my God, so good. Holy crap.
I know.
Oh my God, it was a good show.
It's overwhelming. There's so many details in it. Like every single facet of every single song is so well designed, and you're like, she just doesn't take anything for granted. She wants everything to look incredible. If you're not looking here and you're looking over here, she wants that to look good. So you get it's so overwhelming how many amazing things are happening.
Truly. And I went to the concert with people, like two of them like casually listened to Cowboy Carter, but like they weren't like, they didn't know the song. I say Cowboy Carter might be, if not second, might be my first, like my favorite Beyonce. I love it, from the artistry, everything. I love that album. So like I knew all the songs back and forward. Like I was ready for. I was singing right with her. You don't want to see the videos because I sound a damn fool singing.
Oh, that's what makes those videos so good. Is the person who's listening or who's there singing. That's the only reason.
You always forget you're recording, right?
Exactly. And you can't hear yourself, so you're just thinking, and like everyone is singing, so you're like, totally.
Oh my God! But even them, like both of them, they always say, you know what? Because like they're not big like electronic people, they're not big like country people. So like both of these two albums, they were like, I went to both concerts and then I fell in love with both of the albums because the concert was so amazing. And so I'm like, you know what? That fair, because I mean when you see a show like that, you gotta, my God. God, today.
It's so impressive. It made everything better. The movies she did in between, all the visuals. It felt like I really felt humbled. Like we are not worthy of her. She's so amazing. Yeah. So I'm so happy you got to go, because like I can't wait for someone else to go see it again, because I have questions like from the first time, because I saw the very first show.
Right. You were at the first one. Yeah.
The very first show. And so I see this little sharpening that she's done throughout whatever. But again, it was pretty much flawless when I saw it. It's just that because Beyonce is so flawless, when you notice a little thing, you're like, oh, I bet she's going to fix that. Because you can just tell, like, and you can almost even see her, at least I did, be like, we're going to, like, noted. Like she was like, we're going to change that part.
Yep.
So, and I kind of love that, because like you rarely get to see, the process. Money I would spend to see how she goes from one outfit to the next. I swear to God, because how does she look so good?
My God, my favorite outfit. That's what I love too. The outfits change from city to city.
Yes, I cannot. Like I'm overwhelmed with how many amazing outfits she's had.
The one I love the most, I think y'all have probably seen it online by now, but it's the one. It was skin tight, but it kind of like bells out at the bottom. It was like mesh, but it had like all this like glitter and like stars on it. I'll send a picture, but like it's the one she puts a jersey on top of. That's like the
Oh, I
same
love
kind of
that.
like
Yes,
design.
love it.
Yes. Love that outfit, but that's the one she puts on when Blue comes out. She's like, okay, I gotta hide these ass and titties for a little minute. Okay, my daughter's coming out. So then they do their thing, and then Blue goes back and she gets another nasty outfit. I'm like, I love this woman. I love this woman. Oh,
Love her. She's also like, I know this is so basic, but she's fucking beautiful.
yes.
In like the most like that alone could be her talent, is how beautiful she is.
Truly.
You know what I
Oh,
mean?
Alexis in the comments. She said she was there too. Loved it so much.
I'm so happy for all of you. I'm so happy for all of you.
Oh, such a good show. And I was sipping Sir Davis on the way too. We had a whole little like pregame at STK in Atlanta.
It looked
STK.
your pre-gaming looked very chic.
Why, thank you. It was designed that way. And for y'all, if I want to bring it back to Bravo, STK is where Mariah and Quad had their big falling out between seasons 1 and 2, when some things were thrown and some insults were hurled. Okay, so went there, had a nice a libation or 3 or 4, and some great. They had a STK, for y'all that don't know, has an amazing happy hour. So the price is amazing. Even though I when I have a couple in me, I tend to like go off the happy hour menu like by accident. So I start ordering $20 like blueberry lemon drops. They're like, that, it's not happy hour. I'm like, fuck it, it's okay. And then I get the bill.
Care. You don't care at that point.
I get the bill. I'm like, oh no, oh
no, oh no, oh no! I made a mistake.
Right. Whoopsie.
Okay, well, actually, that was a great segue. I wasn't going to start with this, but because you talked about Married to Medicine, let's start with a little Real Housewives of Atlanta update. I know there wasn't an episode.
Okay, you're going to. Okay, I thought you were about to go with Heavenly running for whatever position she's running for in Atlanta. I was like, I don't know what's happening in Atlanta. Don't ask me, okay? I left the city when I found out, so I don't know.
I wasn't going to bring that up, but in case you didn't see, Heavenly is running for some seat in. I just think it's so crazy that she thinks that she's going to, like, they just can play a compilation from Married to Medicine of her losing it and be like, really? Do we want to? Because I think Bravo has even made many compilations of that.
Yes, get on the YouTube. You can find a compilation of Heavenly being insane. Like with the quick, all you gotta do is type in Heavenly, and it'll be the first thing that pops up.
It's so weird.
Amit in the comments says, speaking of Quad, she's Dr. Heavenly's campaign manager, and now Phaedra is running too.
No.
Now that's a mess. Like if we get a crossover with Atlanta and Married to Medicine, that's gonna be a mess, and I'm gonna be here for every moment of it.
Are they? Wait a minute. I didn't. Hold on. This could even be like another spin-off reality show, like Heavenly versus Phaedra. Are they going for this? Are they going for the same position?
That's what I don't know, because I think Heavenly's running for something like, I think it's like zoned, so you have to live in like a certain area to run for that seat. So I don't know how close her and Phaedra live to each other. So they possibly could be. I don't know.
I can't. Okay, pick cameras up now, Chelsea says, and I sort of agree. Like if that's really happening, I don't want either of them to actually win by any means, but
they won't.
but just documenting what they would be like on a political campaign. If they don't document that, then they are idiots.
Right. I need all of that. Although
I'm thinking about like what the content would be, and like they're running for a political position and they'll be like yelling at each other and, and all like the normal drama that you give. So yes, actually definitely make that show, but I would love to know what the content of said show would be.
That's amazing. I don't know what it would be, but I want every episode dropped at the same time. Like every single run of it. Oh my God.
Okay, wait. East Awesome says Phaedra isn't actually involved in Heavenly's run for the state of Georgia's seat. Oh, okay, perfect. Okay, thanks. Oh, and also thank you for recommending Gilded Age. That show is validated. Respect. And we're definitely gonna be talking about Gilded Age. But anyway, let's get
the last episode was so good too.
This is a follow-up on last week because last week we got in the comments, I can't remember who said it, but someone said that it was the same Marcus that did Angela's big reveal that did it on Married to Medicine when Quad had a very staged scene.
Oh,
And,
yes, we gave them homework. That's right. Yes,
and so
yes.
I, like a good student, I did find it. I screen recorded it and I sent it over to Kendrick and I said, this is not at all the same Marcus. However, the scene is worth reliving. The scene is worth seeing again. I'd play it, but they'd snatch it up for copyright. But it's like, it is so overly, it's like, there's like blocking. Quad is on the step and repeat for her event. And so that, you know, she wanted to have this big moment on that step and repeat so that she could have, when it gets circulated around with all the blogs, she wanted to have the brand here.
Yep.
And she's in the, like, she's literally posing with multiple people. And then he just walks up. He got like cued. He got cued from someone. They're like, go now. And he's like, oh, hey, can I talk to you? And she's like, about what? Oh my God.
Just walk up on a Bravo like reality show filming at any point. Yeah.
You just walk right up, mic'd up and everything. And it is just, it's theater. It's full blown theater.
She's okay. Hold on a minute, child. Give me a minute. I'm gonna come right on. You know, Quad's so damn dramatic with everything. Well, hold on just 1 second, child. I'll be over there in a minute. I'm like, oh, girl.
Oh, it was milk to the 10th degree, but it's not the same Marcus. But I really would have loved it if it was, because I kind of could believe that production would have like an actor on standby that's willing to come in and be messy, you know.
Yeah.
They bring back the same Marcus again, but like change his head, like put a wig on him.
Right. A little toupee, you know, a little something. You know, these men nowadays, they wearing these fake hairs and all this kind of stuff. They go to these barbers, they get that hair glued down and shaped up and all. Oh, it's
Is it really? Is it like a thing now?
I'm gonna try to find a video because I see them all I don't know why. See, when you like find something fascinating, Instagram and Threads will be like,
they think you want. That's all they think you want.
Yeah, this is the only thing you ever want to see anymore in life. So
algorithm
I'm
is so screwed up.
Right. I had to break Threads from like only showing me Love Island USA content because I saw nothing else for a month. I was like, I love Love Island, but like, damn, can I see some other stuff when I get on here? Like,
that's funny you say that because my Threads is just political.
Yeah.
To the point where I only open it if I want the news because I can't, like, there's nothing, I will get nothing else. It's like my news app
algorithm, right?
It really is. Like it takes it too literally. It's like you want this and that's it, right?
That's
nothing else on your agenda.
You have no other interest. No, not at all.
Jesus. Yeah. But also speaking of then Marcus, Marcus came out, and the other employee Alex came out with a bunch of, I guess they're not really receipts, kind of receipts. Of what really happened with Angela and Charles. Now, you see, we noted last week that Angela had said that they have people who care about them. So they went and spoke to whatever and took care of it. And we were like, what are you talking about? We saw you guys on camera talking with Drew. That was like staged then, right?
Believable.
Right? So like they got the goons came by and roughed him up and basically threatened them and say, you have to say, but why Phaedra?
Right.
Why would Angela want Phaedra to take the fall for it?
In my mind, it has to be that Phaedra just coming on had to have been like the easiest like target. Because in my mind, it was, you know, Phaedra had this big announcement. Oh my God, Phaedra's coming back to the Real Housewives of Atlanta while they were filming. And so her looking around, she's like, okay, the audience doesn't know Kelly or Britt. They don't know any of these girls. They know Shamia, but not that well. They might end up loving her. Who else is on there? Drew is a known liar, but Drew is actually my best friend on the show, so I can't do that to her. Portia, I don't know if they'll believe that. You know, that might be a little something. So it might have been like Phaedra, just because of all the candy stuff, might have been the easiest target.
Right? But like, what a choice. So this is what Marcus posted. He posted, let's be honest, you blackmailed me to lie on Phaedra. Say I'm lying and I will release the entire call.
Oh, child.
Hashtag the finale will be fun. Um, and then that finale clip, you were, quote, protecting me exactly like you said you would on the call. You invited me to the gala after Kelly's event, and you know why. You don't protect a stranger unless you have something to gain from them. And then
Ooh.
again, Angela, you don't know me from a can of paint. Why lie? You orchestrated the Phaedra lie and sent that goon to my restaurant to threaten and bully us, saying Charles was there with his daughters. And then Alex is the employee who is also sitting at the table talking with
Oh, yeah,
Drew
yeah.
and Angela. He chimes in and he shows a screenshot of his conversation with Marcus after. Okay, so he says peep the dates. Last year after we filmed the sit down with Angela, me and Marcus, this is our text convo, and he admits here Phaedra didn't send us. And so you look at the date, it says August 13th. And it looks like I don't know, someone is saying, yeah, it must be him. He goes, Marcus, why did you switch it up? You know, her husband was in the restaurant. And then I'm assuming Marcus responds, she definitely wanted it to be Phaedra, so I didn't know what else to say. And then Alex, I'm assuming this is Alex, says, well, after that meeting, I'm convinced Angela knows about Charles. He already has a terrible image from being banned at Madison Square Gardens and the MGM. She knows what she's dealing with and wants to pin this on Phaedra, and that's not right.
They both definitely want a lot of attention. That's to be sure. They both want some attention, but I never bought the whole like Phaedra did this from the jump.
It didn't work. It didn't
Yeah,
work.
I don't know. And the thing is, I don't even know how much I believe his story because I don't know
Agreed.
I don't know if Angela might have wanted to play it up for the cameras. I mean, Angela gives good TV, so she might have been like, you know what, this would be a fun way to end the finale. She definitely, like you said last week, she was not counting on Charles coming over and breaking up the commotion. And she was like, oh shit, hold on, wait a minute, Charles, wait a minute, we got a whole. I'm like, Quad, I got this stage now. Hold on, now we got to figure some things out. So I don't know. It doesn't give. I don't know. It gives that a lot of malarkey is going on.
A lot of malarkey.
Yeah.
Yeah, because then they also show, I think Marcus shows a screenshot of his conversations with Drew from the night of the gala. Again, Drew is always so involved.
She is always,
you know. And so it's texts like, he says to her, I'll be there as long as you and Angela have my back, and let me have a beverage before y'all read me. LOL.
Not a beverage.
And then Drew says, me and you heavy on the beverage. We got your back. And then she sends on August 16th later that night, this is at 9:21 p.m. Hey, what's your ETA? He says, Uber just got here, says I'm 15 minutes away. I'm a bit nervous. She says, meet you at the bar. Stay right outside the gala room. What drink would you like? He tells the drink. She says, okay, gotcha. And he says, eventually, I'm here. And she says, hold tight right outside the doors of the event. Because it's like, you're a big reveal, right? It's like, don't blow the grand finale. So,
hey, it's bad. It's bad that the thing I'm most interested in, what was his drink of choice? Does it say?
Or is that something that you're curious about? Okay, I can happily tell you that. Oh, I
love that kind of stuff. Let me see.
It's a Tito's and cranberry.
Okay, simple. Okay, a good. That's something that I appreciate. Someone that goes somewhere and knows for a fact that like they can always get that drink that they want. They're always like, that's a tried and true. Like because me, you know me, I love a blueberry martini and blueberry lemon drop.
Lemon drop.
Yes, I love a blueberry lemon drop. But I know that all restaurants cannot accommodate that. I know that for a fact.
Right.
Sometimes even a regular lemon drop is out of the question. So I'm like, okay. So I'll just get, well, give me I'll go dark tonight. Give me a Henny and cranberry or a Henny. I'll go the other route. A good, reliable drink. I like that. Okay.
He's like, I need to get straight to the point. He said, I need to just get straight to the point, get my buzz on.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't really know what to believe. It just feels like so silly.
Right.
Because it's clear that Angela was like acting to me.
It's probably a situation where literally everybody is lying. Like
exactly.
You know how they say like two people like tell their side of the story and somewhere in the middle is the truth.
I'm going back to my theory.
What's your theory?
Scheana did it.
You know what? I'm willing to go along with that. I can believe that.
That's
Shamia
just
is to blame. Wait a minute. Where's my gavel? Hold on.
oh
Shamia,
oh,
you
you have
have
a
been
gavel now?
sentenced. No, I have
Oh,
another
yeah.
fan that we don't use. It's broken.
Here
Shamia,
it is.
you've been sentenced for lying. Bow.
Mhm.
There we go.
Boom.
Hmm.
Okay, actually, let's go to the next one. I was gonna go Sheena and Brock, but actually, let's do Gilded Age. Just I want to get that out of the way. I want to hear your. You
Oh,
watched Gilded Age, I'm assuming, last
oh,
episode. Yeah.
yes. I try
Oh
to
yeah.
always watch, unless I'm out of town, I try to always watch on Sunday. Like,
Yeah.
right, Love Island fucked some things up, but thankfully that's not gonna be a problem anymore after this week. Thank God. I'm so anyway. Yes, I always watch that night because I just love me some Gilded Age. Yes, yes.
Okay. Good. All right. So here's what's going on in their little world.
Okay, okay.
Turns out the Duke needed to marry Gladys for the money. Like he
Broke
was like,
ass.
yeah. And he was like really rude about it. He's like, are you fucking serious? You're not going to give me money. Like this is going to, whoa. I had no idea. That made him very icky
Hmm.
to me for
Don't
real.
like it. Don't like it.
Larry though, Larry's being a little too comfortable pulling Marion into these scandalous endeavors. So like he closes the door and starts kissing her. I'm like, listen, dude.
God. He would not do well in 2025. You don't know how to be a sneaky link, then you won't thrive right now. You got to be a sneaky link right now, especially back in your time. Oh no, they judging the girls real heavily back then. So
Yeah.
you got to know how to be a sneaky link, even in the
First he grabbed her and put her in the carriage and like
Mhm.
kissed her there, which is, great, cute, but like I was stressed out the whole time. I was like, don't, she's going to get caught. She's going to get in trouble. And you're the one who's going to be fine. And then that's actually discussed. When Marion gets back home, she talks to Ada and they talk about, and she's like, he kissed me and I got busted by Mrs. Russell's maid. She came in. Of course, the French gossipy looking maid comes in and she's like, oh, I'm like, well,
Oui,
now you're
oui.
screwed. You're done.
Mhm.
But they say something about how men get a lot more liberties than
Oh
women.
yes.
And I'm like, that's exactly what he's doing. He's taking advantage of the fact, his privilege. He is being a privileged little fucker.
Uh-huh. I mean, it's funny that like I love that certain shows come right on time because I mean, men getting liberties. I mean, hello, 2025, nothing's changed.
Oh, hello.
I mean, rights being snatched left and right. So, it always Gilded Age is a good one because even like 100 years ago, it's
I
still like,
know.
oh,
Which is
yikes.
also like so sad. You're
Right.
like, oh,
Yeah.
you're like, so we're never gonna, is it never gonna happen?
Never gonna
Like
get
what?
better. Okay.
Nothing. Great.
All right. That's
Um, Daddy Russell, though, he's putting his foot down and he tells the Duke, all right, I have an idea. You're not happy with his dollar amount, but what I will do is I will pay Gladys that money as a monthly allowance. And Duke says, and what good is that to me? And Daddy Russell says, a disappointing response, if I say so.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, because
Mm-hmm.
he's like, oh, okay, cool. Like, I get it. So he says, take it or leave it. I'll get your luggage. Bye bye. And now Gladys is so excited she doesn't have to marry the Duke, or so she thought.
Mm-hmm.
Put a pin in that.
Yep.
Our Queen Agnes is absolutely spiraling though, because they get the charity donations list from one of the charities that she like founded, and her name isn't on it, but Agnes's or Ada's is, and she's like, I'm being erased, whatever. And I love that they use these words like they're the biggest insult, but when Ada says, I've always been your plus one, she goes, you're a spinster. Every time she says that to her, I'm just like, it's just crazy. You guys called each other that.
Right. And for some reason, like I'm not even the spinster, but like it hits me. I'm like, oh, that stings. Like my God.
I'm like, how
Ouch.
dare you? And there's
Right.
just like, I know, but then I got married. I'm like, what do you mean? It's like you guys just called yourselves, I'm a spinster.
Right.
I'm
I
gonna
love
call myself that from now on. I am a spinster.
no, there you go. I mean, I do a little spinning myself, so I'm not mad at it. I do a little spinning. I don't mind. This is
Before
the storyline.
Gilded Age. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I'm gonna say this is a storyline that like before the season I was actually looking forward to the most
Me
because I
too.
mean I still love it like week to week. It's the one I was looking forward to the most because Agnes, especially, like seeing a power dynamic change with her is so interesting because we all knew this was not going to be handled well, and we knew everyone was going to be confused. What I didn't expect was Ada going this whole like we talked about it, this whole like sign my pledge route and that kind of stuff. That's a little weird. Like, don't love that, but I love seeing the constant power struggle between
Agreed.
them. With, and I don't love that Ada's using the power for this pledge
I
though.
agree.
I would have loved it if it was just like her being like, you know what? I've been your on like on the side of you for so long. It's time for me to be that bitch now. It's time for me to
Yeah.
be that girl. You know,
And
I'm Beyonce now.
are are they like I can't understand what they're doing. Like they give Ada a whole scene where she talks to, I call her Mrs. Teapot, but I don't really know her name. Like she's one of the like the one who cooks downstairs.
Yes, the likable one, right?
The really key, yeah, the one with the accent, the one who
Yes,
was
yes,
caught
yes.
gambling, that one.
Hmm.
They have like a whole scene where Ada has like a monologue where she talks about how sad she is, she misses Luke, and then is like struggling with the fact that she doesn't wield power. And I'm like, so then what does the temperance have to do with this? Like, why would he who drank wine wanted her to do this pledge? I just that it's like it's a weird obstacle that the writers put, and the writers are usually pretty good and deliberate, and they're subtle a lot of the time too, like a lot of nuance. But
Hmm.
this one just I don't get it. I just don't get like where she would have made that jump.
I
So I hope
wonder.
they can get off it soon.
Well, I wonder if my only like rationale behind. I'm like, okay, I wonder if some point during the season this is going to be a whole like I didn't know how to handle
Oh,
my grief type thing, and if
that's
that's
what
the
it
case,
seems
then
like.
right, I'm like, okay, if that's the case, then I get it. None of us know how to, grief is something that nobody like
Yeah,
is prepared for. It's just not a luxury we have. So, if that's the case, then okay, let's get off it sooner rather than later. But
yeah.
okay, I can see that, but
And I
I don't
feel like that's what that conversation was with Mrs. Teapot.
know. Hmm.
I feel like that was where we were going. Like she's figuring out, like, oh, I was grieving and then I was here, and this is maybe what the temper. I'm hoping because
Yeah.
I'm glad that they're not like committing to it. Like no one else seems to want to do the temperance thing. It's just this weird thing Ada's doing now. So thank God that it wasn't like now we're gonna do. Wait, what?
I had to
Kendrick
cross my
crosses his
arms.
arm.
I had to cross my arms because you got me so messed up. Listen, it's the 19 whatevers or I don't know what year it is, okay? I just know that it's not right now. The one thing that I have in life to cling to is my bottle, okay? It is, listen, I'm a black person. You see that Claire Huxtable got her ass on her and she don't like dog skinned people. I'm going through a lot in my community and out. And you telling me I can't have a little Hennessy? Damn, Ada. The one thing I'm looking forward to in life, I can't have that. I'd have to quit. Like if this is the
Uh-huh.
condition of working here, I got to find another job. I'm sorry. I'm
Literally
sorry.
though, when she gets all upset about it and only one person has signed it, and you know who signed it? Mrs. Armstrong, who you hate, Ada.
Oh, the word. Now you're an Armstronger. Like,
Yeah, like you hate Armstrong, and get that's the only one who would have signed your pledge. So
lit-
like that's the company you're in right now.
a meet in the comments said Kendrick crossing his arms like Clark and Jen Shaw. That's so funny because we have, if you watch, like, pay attention to like Love Island USA, it's so funny because Clark, Bravo were Black and Raven. They call it out all the time. How Clark, every time she said something, she would
Oh,
cross her arms like this after she said, and it was like
does she?
it's the most random thing, but it's so funny. So like I started looking for it in every episode after she would talk. Mhm. She do like that. I'm like, what is happening right now?
That's kind of incredible.
Right?
Like that's an interesting instinct. Like when you're done
Right.
talking, you're like, and that's right, I'm done. Like now
I
what else do
told
you
you.
now?
I told you.
That's actually a great attitude to have.
Right.
You're done making your point. You're like, now process. How do you
Yeah,
feel
there you
about that?
go. What you think?
How do you feel about that? Something I crack up with Agnes is how much she hates that Marion has that teaching job.
Right.
Like it's like she's doing something so bad. She's teaching underprivileged children. And Marion goes, don't worry, I make no money from it. Agnes says, or yeah, thank heavens for small mercies.
I
It's
love it.
over the top. It's so freaking funny.
They'll never turn me against Agnes. I love it so much.
Ever, ever, ever. She's number one for sure. When Bertha finds out about Larry and Marion, oh, just two young people in love, says the French maid, shivers went down my spine. I was like,
Oof,
you told Bertha? You
baby.
did? We're
You done messed up.
screwed.
Right.
Yeah,
You done
we're
messed
so
up.
screwed. I'm scared. They have a night at the opera, and the Duke ends up showing up with the Delanceys, and Bertha is trying so hard to be like, oh no, he just has other friends. That's it. He just has other friends. That's all that's happening. And then she doesn't get home. She summons George to her room later, and
Mhm.
she's like trying to give it to him over not locking in the Duke because now the Delanceys will snatch him up. And George says, oh, please, if I hadn't saved the Metropolitan Bank, Mr. Delancey would be sweeping our steps. And Bertha goes, interesting.
Mhm.
And
She
and
clocked
then
it a little bit.
she's like, copy that. And then
Mhm.
what she does, she's so messy.
Mhm.
She has Mr. Delancey come over behind George's back. And she has the guts to say, well, my husband has shared your situation with me. And he's like, I'm so sorry.
Right, excuse me?
And you understand the sums involved? Okay. Mr. Russell might think of me as a banker who's had a near escape, but I also have interests in shipping and manufacturing. That mean I could easily purchase my own Duke. Okay.
Who?
And she's like, God damn it.
Right. He like,
But
girl,
then,
you tried it, but
but
okay.
then he kind of like comes back at her and like she really doesn't care. He's like, but you can relax. I would like to watch my grandchildren grow up here in New York, not across the country. And she's like, okay, good, get out.
Right. He thought there was gonna be like this biting insult. She's like, oh no, okay, fair, great. I don't care. I can go over to Spain, Sweden. I don't give a damn, okay? Send they little asses over there. I don't care.
She's like so not maternal. She's like, oh God, no.
Right.
I
Like, no,
barely like my own children.
right.
So they
Like, that
can
sounds
someone
horrible.
else can raise them over there. Jesus.
Ugh.
But as he leaves, I don't know if this was followed up on and I missed it, but Bertha as like, can I get your card? And like takes it kind of like sinisterly. Does this come up later and I missed it?
I don't think so.
Okay, just note it. Put a pin
That'd
in
be a
it
little
because
nugget, yeah.
she's gonna be doing some. They'll probably show it in like this week's. Previously, they'll show her asking for the card just to remind us.
Right. I wonder,
It'll connect.
do you think I wonder if it's like, because I know a lot of things like are like era specific or time
Yes.
period specific. I wonder if that has any significance like to the time, like
Oh.
asking someone for their card. I wonder if that normally
Oh.
implies something like, oh, well, I'm gonna, if I want your card, that means that I have a certain interest in like something. I don't know.
Something or him even giving her the card. Like you
Right.
gave her the card. Why does she have your card? Like
Hmm.
you're right. These simple little things they mean so much more back then.
And there was, I'll take note of like everything around too. There was a servant in the room at the time
Saw
too.
that.
So I wonder if like they were supposed to carry gossip back to someone about this card exchange. Like I don't know what it means, but I'm like, ooh, what does it mean? What does it mean? What does it mean? What is happening?
I love the subtlety of it. That's
Mhm.
that's so good about this show. These like little tiny things, and that just
Yep.
mean so much.
And it shows Bertha's always thinking, no matter what, she is
She's so
always
good.
thinking. Hmm.
Jack and Larry are pitching this clock, and Jack has to take over this meeting because Larry just clearly doesn't know anything. But they end up passing, and Jack is obviously very bummed out. We all were. But surprisingly, Mrs. Armstrong is actually the one who gives him a glimmer of hope. And the actress delivers this line so well. She's like, "Oh, I didn't mean to." Well done. Good delivery there.
Right.
So I'm like, are they going to kind of slowly bring Mrs. Armstrong up to like a good person? Because I can feel it coming. I can feel
Right.
it. I can feel it coming through. Because that's always good. We love a redemption. We love
Yeah.
it. It's the best.
She's gonna save somebody somehow, and it's gonna be like, damn it, do I hate her or do I kind of like her now?
Exactly.
Okay.
Totally that. Okay, there's a scene. George has a meeting with that scary voiced right hand man who wanted to kill the protesters that works with him. That he's all whatever that guy. I don't know his name. So there's a money issue with the mines because they're like, we're not going to give it to you without X amount of dollars. And so George is like, well, how about this? The Duke said, forget it. So use that money and pay it to the mines. And scary voice guy says, "You're risking more than you have."
Not scary voice guy.
It's a great voice, but it's like it's so
He should
specific.
he should be like narrating a Netflix documentary somewhere.
100%.
Mhm.
100%.
Like, what happened with that submersible? Oh my god, this
Yeah,
flight.
exactly. It's so good.
Mhm.
But he tells him it's not, it might not be possible in the time frame you want. And then George, he doesn't like that. He goes, "You have your orders, execute them." Now this is the second time George has kind of snapped at him.
Mhm.
I'm getting worried about what he's going to do. I don't trust him. I don't think he's going to stay loyal to George. I think he's
Mhm.
got a plan. I think he's about to screw George over big time.
See, we're seeing a lot this season. Both George and Bertha, they overplayed their hands a lot.
A
And
lot, yeah.
yeah, we're seeing, because I wouldn't be surprised if a lot, like both of them get people turned on them at the end of the season. We're kind of like, oh shit, what's gonna happen with the Russells? What's going on? Because I mean, he treats this guy terribly. He's probably like out there every time he goes out west. He's probably like making new friends and new connections. He's like, look, I hate my boss. Okay, I'd much rather be out here with y'all. I'd much rather be out here. Like, what y'all got going on out here? So
That's exactly what I'm visioning. I'm
Mhm.
seeing that sort of thing. So I'm concerned about him. I'll tell you that right now.
Mhm.
The Scotts go to Hot Doctor's party in Newport. I didn't talk about the little scene with the Hot Doctor and Peggy walking on the beach. He's doing a very, very interesting voice, this actor.
I did not know where you were going with that.
It's like it's giving me like bad Broadway.
Oh,
It's like not an accent, but it's like an affected accent. It's like it's just so different than the way everyone else is talking, and I'm like, why are you talking like that?
I have to think it's purposeful because
It has to be.
right, something with his background because
Yeah, and
they also do such a good job.
Kendrick, I literally was doing this. I'm like, is there like an accent that maybe like everyone had who had this type of like upbringing or something or whatever?
Mhm.
But something I very much
Ooh,
appreciate. Oh, what? Oh,
I just thought about it. You know what it could have been? Where'd he go to? He went to Howard, I think they said, for college. Because he could have went to Harvard, but he chose to go the HBCU route, which is very timely as well. I told you this show is very timely. But I wonder if that has something to do, because I remember the reason, like, obviously I have a strong, like, twang in my voice, like being from Memphis, but I also lived in Indiana for years, and because of that, I had to I had to be very conscious of like how I said a lot of words, because all my words strung together when I first got there. So like they were like, what do you say? What, like, what
oh,
what is happening
interesting.
right now? Yeah, so I had to like be very conscious of the way that I said a lot of things. I had to like over enunciate stuff so that people could genuinely understand what I was saying. And
Shut
so
up.
yes, and so I wonder if the go between like where like Howard and New York, like I don't know if there's a how wait, that's not too far. I don't know. I'm wondering like culturally or something. Like I wonder if he had to like either like put on the mask or like do something for
Something.
years to hide that maybe he comes from affluence. Like I don't know. Claire got some, not Claire. I keep calling whoever Felicia Rashad's character is. She got something to do with what's going on because we saw her ass during that scene. We go clock her in a minute, I'm sure. So,
Oh, yeah. So
uh-huh.
this is something I find very interesting that this show is exposing me to. I had no idea that there was prejudice among other Black people
Hmm.
if someone had been a slave.
Oh yes.
I had no fucking idea. And
Mm-hmm.
it's been on my mind. I've been so mad about it. I've been like, it wasn't their fault. Why would you even judge them for? Oh my God, it's been making like of all the things, the oppression never ends. Like,
Truly. And it's the reason why I love Peggy's dad so much on this show.
love.
Because now his story is so
Yes.
is so layered, because obviously he's someone that grew up being like not trusting of anyone. Like obviously he didn't trust white
Yeah.
people, but he's like, shit, I barely trust Black people either, because look at what the hell we're dealing with. They don't see me as an equal. They see me as someone who who escaped my background, my slavery and all this stuff, and they came up here and yeah, I started a life for myself, but I wasn't like always in affluence like them. So they judge me just as much as white people do. So he like up until this point, it's always felt like he just had like an extra kind of chip on his
I
shoulder. And
know.
now that one scene explains so much about him that I'm like, man, what a way to round all this out. Like, good damn job.
No, like what a layered and nuanced way to tell these stories. I find that
Hmm.
I think this writer is so good at it doesn't feel heavy somehow, but it's very
Hmm.
heavy material. Like I don't
Hmm.
know how it feels like a Disney movie almost, and I mean like an animated Disney movie. So
Right.
in its energy, you know what I mean?
Very aristocrat.
It's ve-
Yeah.
and like and like Beauty and the Beast with all the be our guests, like all of the like, that whole it has that tone to it,
Hmm.
but it's still dealing with rather heavy topics,
Yep.
and
Yep.
so this is fucking layered, man.
Whew,
So
what
very,
a show.
I'm fascinated by it, fascinated by it. But the
Wait,
way the
quick
episode
rant
ends.
real quick.
Oh, go ahead, please.
A super quick rant. It actually pisses me off that like they don't get more love at the Emmys. And I don't know if it's just because like Succession was so big over the years, or like there's always an HBO show that like kind of overshadows it. And I
Okay.
hate that because there is so like this show should be receiving like Carrie Coon's performances. Like I mean
Hmm.
You got fucking Audra on this show. Like there should be way more call outs and like love to the Gilded Age than there is. And I hate whether it's like costuming or like whatever. It all just feels like so like purposefully like I don't know. You're this cast is so, like the cast is casting. So like it shocks me that like they get no love from the Emmys. I feel it's just
None.
wild to me. I don't know.
Yeah, like
Golden Globes, like nothing.
nothing, nothing at all.
Weird,
Not even for the actors, right?
right? So weird.
That is, I'm actually very surprised. But maybe after like White Lotus, and then Carrie Coon having more eyes on her,
Mm.
maybe it's opened it up more.
Okay,
Which
okay,
is
I'm
kind
willing
of
to go with that. Okay,
the impact of White Lotus is really no joke. Like all of the
right.
actors involved in this last season of White Lotus were like, I've never dealt with like fan response like this. Like, you
And
know,
it's
you
all incredible actors, which is like so shocking
yes,
too. That yeah,
but like
yeah,
a
yeah.
show does that to people. Like a show has such
Mhm.
an online movement behind it
Yep.
that it can like bring it can change careers. So I maybe now with Gilded Age with Carrie Coon having the spotlight. And she does not disappoint. If you loved her in White Lotus and you hadn't seen her in Gilded Age, and then you watch Gilded, you're like, oh my god, the range on this woman.
True, like Carrie Coon over the years has never disappointed me. Like she is an actress. So like if you see Carrie Coon as being in something, go watch it. Like she does it. Okay.
Yeah, it's like a masterclass in just being
Mm.
like truly grounded and all. Oh, she's so good. But
Yes.
okay, Bertha says all the right things to George to get him on board with the Duke. And
Mhm.
you can see he's like, that's a good point. She's like, because he's like, Gladys is smart. And she goes, exactly. And let's put her in a situation where she can be challenged intellectually and not just with like Billy, some dump that Billy kid. It was so embarrassing. It was so embarrassing when Gladys was like, hey Larry, can you see if Billy's still interested? I'm like, oh girl,
Uh,
no,
uh,
no,
stand up. Stand
no,
up.
girl. So then the Duke and Gladys have this like awkward chat. But because the Duke isn't a total weirdo, I was
Yeah.
like, oh, well, then I'm over it. Get over it, Gladys. Marry him and shut up. Like, I
Yeah.
was expecting him to be I didn't know where they were going with his character. I didn't know if he was going to be like abusive or whatever. But
Right.
instead, he's like, I know this is weird and I'm sorry, but let's just be real. And she's like, wow, I like that you're kind of real. I'm like, okay, good. We're good. Gladys, shut up. Get over
There
it
you go.
and get on board.
Hmm. We'll see. Oh, I'm so curious how because this is what I love about this show. I love that we're doing kind of like a time jump this episode where we're not gonna wait till like episode 10 to get the wedding and all that kind of stuff. This like tonight's episode is
Oh, is it
literally
the
like
wedding tonight?
if it's not the wedding, it's all the stuff leading up to it. So like it's literally like in the preview they showed like everything like the months transpiring. Oh,
Oh,
I've planned this whole wedding. It's supposed to
oh.
be this and that and great. And so I think we're finally gonna like see how this plays out and don't have to wait long. So love that.
Bertha is going to be so funny planning a wedding.
Oh God,
I can't
get,
wait.
get another win in her column.
Ugh, can't wait. Okay, so that new episode tonight. Now let's move on to
Okay.
a topic I've been excited to chat with you about.
Ooh.
Even though I'm not even sure if you're like fully abreast on what's going on.
Okay.
Scheana has to come out recently and discussed how, so she's got her book coming out. Now, she already kind of created a little bit of buzz about the book when she said that the reason why, actually, wait, I should have changed. I'm trying to use these banners.
I was about to see. I saw. I was like, oh,
I forgot it was up. Okay, now I'll do that one. There we go.
Whoa.
I had the
Do you
wrong
do them
one
all
up
ahead
for
of time?
I did this time, but clearly I forgot because I'm not used to doing it. Stupid. So she kind of got a little buzz going with her book because she talked about how Lisa Vanderpump and her are not cool because of the things she wrote in her book.
Yes.
And so we were like, well, then I might read your book because I would always love to find out shit that Lisa Vanderpump doesn't want me to know about.
Yes.
Well, then a news story has come up, and in Glamour magazine, she gave this exclusive excerpt from her book. Now I'm going to read. So from day one, she spoke candidly about her relationship with a married man, finding what she thought was true love, but ended in divorce, navigating the end of meaningful friendships and more. But she held back from the public one of the toughest things she's ever gone through until now.
Ooh, child.
As Shay reveals in her upcoming memoir, My Good Side, an excerpt of which she's sharing exclusively with Glamour, her husband, Brock Davies, had an affair when she was pregnant with their daughter in 2020. He kept the relationship a secret until after they were married, revealing it to her when the affair of her co-stars, Tom Sandoval and Rachel, known as Scandoval, became a national news, I would say international news in 2023. Hold on. In her memoir, Shay explains that learning of the Scandoval affair had been uniquely traumatic. She was close friends with all three, blah, blah, blah. Shay denied the allegations of physical assault because remember she got in the thing with whatever. So remember she had the restraining order or whatever it was against her from once that was dropped, after that is when Brock told her the truth about the cheating. So let me put it all makes sense now with the way Brock was dealing with Ariana in that season.
Oh, I didn't even think of that. Yes.
So so that entire season was filmed and he did not tell Scheana. So I'm assuming, I'm having to figure out like when it was. They had filmed the reunion. They'd by the end of March, she said, and I'm going to read directly from her book.
Okay.
By the end of March, once we'd filmed the reunion and the restraining order had been dismissed, I assumed my life would settle down. I'm going to read it exactly as it is because it's an excerpt from her book, and to me, it's just pretty bad writing. She said, I assumed my life would settle down. Silly me. The story of the scandal was far from done, and it became clear that the media was going to have a field day with it for quite some time. Each morning, I would wake up to a new headline or viral video while attempting to parent an almost 2-year-old. I knew I had to stay strong, whatever. Then there was blind items about Brock and Raquel having an affair. I forgot that there actually was a blind item.
Oh, yes.
It wasn't just the one about Brock and Raquel. There was another one about him dating a woman in San Diego. I remember it briefly. I do. Yep, I do. I do. It's kind of crazy. So, okay. So miraculously by Easter between filming seasons 10 and 11, media attention and fan speculation had died down a little bit, and paparazzi were no longer camped outside my house. So they're not filming season 11. So they had just filmed season 10. Okay. We had an amazing day with my family. And that night, Brock and I sat down to watch an episode of Real Housewives of New Jersey. And this is when he told her about the affair.
What a background setting. New Jersey.
Listen to me, though, right now, you guys. That means that she filmed all of season 11 holding on to this secret. And Brock knew what they were holding on to and filmed multiple scenes with Ariana where he was basically telling her, like, get over it.
Yep.
Pitching her on the idea that maybe you just let it go. And now we get it. Now we get why Scheana was also being crazy, because Scheana knew she had forgiven Brock for cheating. Now,
Mm-hmm.
here's the part that's really kind of grossing me out about this whole thing. So you had an entire season of a reality show to share this with the audience, because that's what a fucking reality TV show is for.
Eels.
And you were so mad at Ariana for not giving you guys what you wanted on that damn with a sit down with Tom Sandoval or whatever you guys were mad at her for not giving you. You were so like, it was the way they all were acting now makes so much more sense. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
instead of coming out with it then and sitting with it and dealing with it and explaining to Ariana this, none of that happened. You then wait until your book is about to come out
Loser.
and put this story out first before the book to garner attention. You know it was for attention. You know she thought it was going to be like Ariana got all this press when she had Scandival happen to her, and so I'm going to do that too, but then also tack it on to sales for my book.
Ugh.
And it didn't do what she thought it was going to do, which was like, I'm not looking at Scheana and going, oh, you've been living through so much. I'm looking at her going, this is an ick for you.
Ugh.
This is an ick for you.
And Scheana, not only Brock like constantly telling Ariana to get over it, Scheana was like hell bent on still being Tom's friend that last season too.
Yep.
So it's like, what? It almost makes you wonder, like, okay, you told us all this in the book. What conversation did y'all have going into this season to where these were the choices y'all were making? Like y'all are two weirdos, and I'm glad. Like, this is weird as hell.
Because
Weird
there's
as
also
hell.
in season 11, there's that weird scene where they're fighting in a store, and then they like go off, they like go outside and the cameras aren't there, but like they're like, they got their audio and they're fighting. So they were clearly trying to hide that they were not doing well.
Yep.
But you think of how much better that season could have been if she had been honest about it.
That would have like, because truly I already have like, sorry, such a low opinion of Scheana that would have truly like made me see, that would have made me see her in a whole new light. Had she sat Ariana down one day and she was like, look, I understand exactly what you're going through, and here's why, and like laid everything out there. But she was so concerned during that moment of protecting Brock. But now that she's not the show anymore, and now she wants to make a little money and capitalize on this damn book. Oh, now all of a sudden, you know what, Brock, actually get over it. Let's go ahead and tell these people, and so I can have my own Scandival moment, and I can capitalize and get all this money and do this press tour and all this stuff. Scheana, gross,
gross. And the fact that I can tell it's such an attention grab when like season 11 was so bad and you couldn't give us real content, but you were mad at Ariana for not doing something. I still don't understand what they were expecting from her.
Right.
And you knew the whole time that you were covering up for Brock.
That's wild. I need somebody to get on that damn podcast of hers and hold her ass to the fire. But no one's going to do that, so we can stop worrying.
No, because why would she have people on her own podcast to do that?
Right.
She's only going to curate her guests. I mean, I wouldn't ever have somebody like, I'm going to have someone come on and roast me.
Right.
But
because
that's bad.
Let me ask you, how do you feel then about the way we were introduced to Scheana and then like all this coming to light? Because I would expect the first thing people say to her, like now that this has come up, is, oh, well, how you get him is how you lose him. Like that kind of thing. Like that's how she got him. But that kind of situation.
Yeah. No, I don't like the fact that she's held this in since. So she found out in what year would that have been? 2023? No, 2020. In between 10 and 11. So yeah, probably 2023.
Yeah.
So that's a long ass time to be sitting on this. And they've done all these podcasts together where they're talking about like parenting and like, you know what I mean? So they've just been living, and he's all into like doing his not DIY, but like home renovation stuff. He's always doing that on his Instagram. I don't see it, but he's always doing that on his Instagram. So yeah, rather than be like, oh man, Scheana, you've been going through so much. It's like, but Scheana, it's not like we don't know you. We knew you then. You could have told us then. We would have been there for you then. But now you just kept this secret and made us watch a horrible season, by the way, an unforgivably bad season.
Yeah.
And now you're coming out with it when your book is coming out and you're hoping to get, it's like, it just feels real ugly.
Just gross.
Not a good
Gross.
look. Not a good
Ugh.
look. Yeah. Real tacky, if I'm
Man.
honest. Well, okay. Enough of that. Let's talk about the main
Good
event.
coverage of that. I mean, good. That was. I love the like. That was all like because I'd forgotten about a lot of the stuff you named. So that was amazing coverage of that.
Well, thank you so much. I love it when you compliment me in the middle of a live. It makes me feel
Yes.
really good.
Oh
So-
well, let me double compliment because someone up ahead when you called yourself a spinster, they were like, "Well, you're the hottest spinster I've ever seen." I forgot who said it. Damn it! If you said it, drop in the comments. But yeah,
thank you for the compliment. Thank you for the compliment.
There you go.
All right, now let's talk about Orange County since it's
Yes.
fresh on your mind.
Yes, watch
So-
this morning.
Bummer. We have yet another blogger storyline on a show, and I hate it. It's like I thought we learned, but it's worse than ever. It's like multiple content creator blogger storylines going on. So since the reunion last season, Katie was pissed at Emily and Tamra, I guess. So when Emily's former nanny reached out to be messy, Katie gave that nanny the contact information for a podcast that's used a couple times, all about the Real Housewives.
Yes.
They talk. This is mentioned two times on the show.
Mm-hmm.
So Emily hired an attorney to sue the nanny.
Oh, wait a minute. We got some great people in the comments. They said, Emily, change the banner.
Oh, thank you. Oh,
Yes.
so that's why you guys are here.
Go, Catherine. Yes, we love a reminder, okay?
Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much. I don't think I'm ever going to do them again because I'm not going to be able to do them right. It's a good idea in theory, but I can't. I'm not. Maybe I'll get there.
Yes, I was about to say, I'll make a note to like always remind us.
Remind us. Change the banner. Change the banner. I'll put it on my notes too.
There we go.
Okay, so Emily has hired an attorney to sue the nanny and is mad at Katie for not just ignoring the nanny. Now, I kind of felt last reunion that Emily went pretty hard
Thank you.
on Katie, like really hard on Katie. And that whole thing about bringing up the custody and doing all that, I assumed that Emily would have followed up with Katie and been like, hey, I should, because even Heather Dubrow, Ice Queen over there, in the middle, like during a break, got up and said to Katie, I didn't know that about your kids. And I'm so sorry. That must have been really scary. But Emily did nothing. And so Emily's like so offended by this and blaming Katie. But I'm kind of like, have you even apologized for what you did?
Emily, thank you. I literally thought I was about to come on here and like have to like windmill people, like fight for my life. Cause I literally feel like Emily, you know me.
You love Emily.
I feel like I'm always trying to pride myself on being fair. I think Emily, in terms of like being a housewife, is fantastic. I love that she comes to the reunions like prepared. She's ready to fight for anybody she feels like is being wrong. Like I like all of that. But Emily, I feel like you are 1,000 Emily Simpson, not Emily Hanks. Okay, Emily Simpson, you are 1,000% wrong in this because you literally came to the reunion. It's my biggest pet peeve when people are like, "Oh, don't bring up the kids. Don't bring up the kids." Well, it's like, didn't you like
literally bring up the kids?
Bring up the kid, like her entire like custody battle and all like this, to where it prompted Heather to get up and be like, "Okay, I came here to be nasty to you. I didn't want to be that nasty." Like, dang, she went overboard a little bit. Like, I wasn't prepared for all that. She's apologizing to you. If y'all haven't had a conversation where y'all have like buried the hatchet, you can't expect her to be like, "Oh, well, you know what? She did all this nasty stuff to me. I guess I'll just be polite and lovely to her going forward." No, it doesn't work. That lady now, you've given her the impression that she's a housewife. She now needs to come with bazookas and like all types of AK-47s every time she steps on set. You did that. You set up your own like negativity to be received. You did that. I'm sorry, but like I know I hate that. You know, all this stuff is and
I hate it.
Ooh, this is gonna be so bad to say, but I hate that it's happening while we're finding out like about everything your son is going through.
Yes.
But then it also kind of makes me like wonder in the back of my mind, like, because I feel like everybody is strategic. Are we like, how long have you known this? Like all this kind of stuff to where like, are we doing any deflecting using this kind of stuff? Because I'm
Oh,
not convinced with you being like, oh no, let's leave the kids out of it when you were gung ho about bringing the kids up last year. Like, I don't get what we're doing here. The plot has been lost because you're not. Gina's now on your, like, obviously Gina's gonna be on your side, but Gina doing all this like, well, Katie, you're this, you're that, and it's like, are you so like blinded by your friends, like loyal friendship to Emily, that you can't see that like this is a situation of her own creation? She did
yeah.
this. She
Yeah.
did this. Like, what are
Yeah.
we talking about?
Yeah. And I don't like that anyone is involving podcasters, bloggers,
Right.
content. I hate when that starts happening ever. It's
Mhm.
just annoying. It's like it's cheating somehow. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know. But
We
I
love an
just
interview, like reference an interview
yeah,
and like
yeah,
somebody's
yeah, yeah.
openly talking about, but like these DMs and like all this stuff, like get it out of here.
Agreed. I don't enjoy it. So
Yeah.
I'm just wondering why Emily hasn't made that connection. That like after the reunion, I like went too far, and I again, I really assumed that she did follow up with Kate. I really did. It just was so egregious. I was like, she had to have. She
Right.
had to have said like, "Hey, sorry about that. Got you." Nope. And then that's what happened.
Mhm.
Also happening this season is Tamra is in therapy, and she's really leading with this. She's really leading with the therapy, you guys. And I forgot that like the whole on the spectrum thing happened.
That was the first thing that I sent to. I was texting with Raven and Zale earlier, and that was the first thing I sent to them. I said, I completely forgot that Tamara, after one session, had gotten online and told everybody that she was autistic. I completely forgot about that. And I was like, wait, that was a real thing that happened. Like, that's actually, that is like, wow, Tamara. And we're leading with this. I'm sorry to say, this is so bad to say. I chuckled way more than I care to admit during that therapy session scene. Like, I was like, this, who are we? Is this serious right now? Like, are we being? Because it felt like the editors were like in on the joke too. I was like, is this what are we doing right now?
Like Tamra, the work that Tamra's had done makes her face like not move in a cry face. So her
Yes.
face is so confusing when she is crying. I'm like, is she?
Hmm.
Because it just looks like she's like, and then I don't even go. She's like, and then I'm like, I don't know if I actually believe that you are crying, but this might just be that you've had facelifts and stuff, and
Right.
maybe that's why. But I'm so this weird thing. I didn't expect this to be the thing that because I'm assuming this is her storyline, is her therapy journey.
Right.
Her big fear is people turning on her. And she even says that she struggles with Shannon because how are you friends with someone who can turn on you like that? And I was like, but what?
Huh?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
I
We don't get what you're saying here.
no. Try one more time. Tell me
Is,
again.
is that how is that possible, Tamra?
Like,
What? What? You
okay.
mean you're afraid of that because and it's like I I would believe this therapy thing if this wasn't what she was leading with, but because she's leading with it, I'm like, okay, now I'm concerned because that's not your problem. Your problem is that you actually turn on the people
Right.
and then they respond to the turning and then
Mhm.
I have low expectations for this journey that Tamara's on.
You know what this like? This is so silly, but like, it almost makes you wonder, like, if before people get in therapy, if they need to like undergo a lie detector test, like somehow, because if it feels like everyone has their version of the truth, but
Yes.
sometimes their version of the truth is so far away from reality that it's actually scary to think you go into therapy with your version of the truth
Exactly.
and you get advice based on that. Like this, for people like to go to therapy with their version of the truth, and it's like, you know what? You're right. These people are all so bad to
Kendrick?
you, and you need to do this and then. It's like, no, no, no. Wait a minute. No, she doesn't. No, no. I'm not. I have not gotten a license for this. No, but she does not need to do that. No, let's
Kendrick,
not.
that is
Let's not
so
encourage
accurate. Because that's like when Jax Taylor goes to therapy.
that. Right, and we know he's not being truthful.
No, and then
No.
and then he comes out with all these weird tools and advice because they're assuming that they're believing what he's saying. It's like we got to find a way to deal with certain people in
Yes.
therapy. There has to I'm going to invent a new technique to therapy for people like this. I need at least maybe I need like one friend to come in and be like, okay, here's what's really going on.
Right, exactly. Like dual say that I don't talk until you hear a lie. Like you stand behind the therapist and then you do the Clark arm cross when you hear a lie.
Yes.
You're like, mm-mm, mm-mm.
Like every therapist should have a secret meeting, a secret session with a friend of their patient and be like, what
Yes.
do you really feel about them? And they could be like, okay, so what they're going to tell you is that they're a victim, but let me just tell you what they really, and then they can go into the whole thing. I think that's good research. I think that most people should do that.
Truly. And then like
Don't
don't tell
tell
who
them.
the friend is. Exactly. Just have that in the back of your mind. Be like, like Brittany said you would say that. Okay.
Yes.
Brittany warned me about this. Okay.
Because I just don't, because Tamara crying and being like, I'm just scared people will turn on me. And the therapist being like, that's big. That's huge. I'm like, what?
Right.
No, none of it's good, guys. None of it's good. I
Nope.
swear to God.
Nope.
Tamara also seems like really surprised that Jen and Ryan are so mad at her. Her line is, what are they mad at? That I said, how's the FBI doing? Yes.
of many things. Yeah, that's one
That-
of them for sure.
that's a pretty big thing to do on camera. How's the
Mhm.
FBI doing on camera? Oh, it's going to pop up all these questions. Yes, they're very mad at you for that.
Mhm.
And I think that this is what I was hoping for Tamara. She tries to say that she embraces being the villain, but she doesn't.
No. And it literally took me this long to read because I thought she like
Yes,
prided herself on
me
being the
too.
villain of this show. Because like we all know it. Like that's one of the reasons. Like,
Yes,
listen, you know me. That's one of the reasons I've loved Tamara. Like
yes,
I never now look. She's not my moral compass. I'm not taking no advice from Tamara, but
yes.
that's one of the reasons I love her on this show because she's literally prided herself on like just making people's lives a living hell. Like she's done that for what since season 3.
Yep.
Yeah, it's been. I mean, Tammy Sue, you haven't changed that much. It's been the same this entire time.
So like when she's so surprised that after doing a bunch of big ones, she's
Right.
like, "What do you? I'm the victim, guys. I'm in therapy." And she even had, her line one time is, "I'm tired of people telling me I'm a bad person because I'm not." I'm like, "No, no, yeah, okay, but like you're being told you're getting back what you're giving." We're just,
Mhm.
like it's a response to you, and so it's not like we're just I've never called her like a bad person or anything, but still like we're responding to what you're doing. So yeah, so that's
Yeah.
why they're mad at you because you made it seem like we were all looking at Ryan like that.
Hmm.
We were all looking
Hmm.
at Ryan like we don't trust it. We don't
It's
trust
well
it.
documented for me. I still have issues. I'm still like telling Jen, girl, run to the
Exactly.
hills. Don't do it. But
Agreed.
I mean,
Agreed.
Tamara, you're. I'm a random dude on the internet. You're her actual friend. Like you,
Exactly.
you can actually get this message home. Like you, but not the way you're doing it. I'm sorry, not gonna work.
Jen and Ryan have also been really active on social media in a way that I don't love it. Like
Yes.
I kind of think they were like milking it a little bit and like getting
Mhm.
confused about what they were supposed to be doing with it. And they also worked with the same podcast, all about the Real Housewives, to
Mhm.
share the cease and desist. And I don't like it when that's all happening.
Like
You know?
if you're doing that, I don't need to know about it. But like collabing on a post so
Right?
that you make sure their followers see That's weirdo behavior to me.
Weirdo behavior.
Weirdo behavior. I'm like, ooh, I don't know. You're not beating those star fame hungry allegations anytime soon. I'm
Yeah, and
sorry.
I feel like this is a very newbie thing to do. The
Right.
new people come on a show and they're like, "Well, that's what everyone else is doing." And I think it's easy to misinterpret what's like if I talk about something on a show, no one fed it to me. No one's like,
Right.
"Go talk about this." It's like we pick up what we want to talk about, and that's how it evolves. But it probably feels to new people like everyone's just working with all these people and getting stories out there, and everybody does
Mhm.
it. And I'm like, it's not a good look. Like, it's better to be removed from it than like a part of it.
It's icky. It's
Well,
icky.
speaking of a part of it, so Tamra got herself into a feud with another blogger or a social media content creator, Bravo Babe. Now,
Yeah.
I've seen that they were like online public feuding. Like Tamra was like, "I'm getting a lawyer," like posting this on her stories, and the woman was I wasn't following the whole thing,
Yeah.
but when that was going on, Katie, this is where Katie loses me because she got sloppy with her execution and
Mhm.
very poor planning.
Mhm.
Katie decided to reach out to Bravo Babe and had a whole relationship with this person, the way one does if they're trying to like share stories.
Yeah.
And then once they get on the show,
Mhm.
not only does Katie deny it, but Katie even goes as far as to talk shit and be like, bloggers lie. They just need the clickbait. And I'm like, what are you doing? What
Ugh.
is the strategy here? You don't befriend one of, let's just call him like a blogger for the sake of it. But like, we know what
Right.
that means. Like a blog, you don't befriend the blogger and then diss the blogger on the show.
Blogger is wild. Like, bitch, I haven't written shit in 20 years. Like, get out of my
Right?
like, get out of my life. What are you
Mhm.
talking about?
So no, like what a weird plan. Like, because then Bravo Babe did a whole article with OK Magazine and was like, here's some screenshots of conversations that we had where she's audio calling me on Instagram.
Mhm.
So,
Mhm.
like, duh, if you're gonna be friends with someone who likes to talk about these shows and like expose things, don't turn on them because then they're gonna
Right.
turn on you. There's no loyalty to you.
Right. Like that's a reason for them to like get out there and be like, "Oh, well, here we go. I got all this
Exactly.
stuff that's going to give me a lot of likes." And like Katie, I don't know what the mindset was. Like if you're going to do like go that route, you need to think about it for a while before if you go lie, you got to have your ducks in a row. You got to have them in a
Exactly.
row. Ooh.
Exactly. Because like I wasn't opposed to her like maybe even giving the nanny information. I still think that's kind of lame and stupid, but whatever,
Yeah.
fine. But this part, not thinking through how you were going to actually execute it once the show was on, was like, "Oh, no, yeah, you can't play both sides here. You really
No.
can't." And it's not good to piss off someone who already likes to be messy and expose Bravo celebrities.
Whoopsie.
You know? So that whole scene was so weird where Katie won't open. I don't have any SOS. I don't have any SOS. It's not, I have nothing. I'm looking. And
Right.
it's sort of like the Epstein files. Okay. If
Yep.
you need to, if you are, being accused of something, there's a way to clear your name right there. Release them.
Mhm.
Show us the whole
Mhm.
thing. Show us all the receipts. Because as Gina says over and over again, if this was me, I couldn't get my phone out fast enough
Yep.
to show the receipts.
Mhm.
When Gina keeps looking at Tamara, she's like, she won't do it. Why won't she do it? What's the problem?
She's making her seem crazy as hell. She's like, "Why would she do it? What's going on? Like, what's happening? Why would she do
She won't
it?"
do it. She's not going to do it. Is she going to delete it? Like,
Right.
yes, she's got to delete her. It was crazy though. It was like Katie. Also,
Mhm.
by the way, Katie had time. She had a dinner with Tamra where Tamra plays the recording of what the blogger said,
Yep.
and Katie goes, "Let me go home and look into it." And in all that time to now to the next event, you couldn't have figured out you couldn't have had your receipts ready.
Literally. Like,
That's where
call
I'm
some
just like,
people.
what are you doing?
Good gosh. Like,
Because I bet you what happens too is like when you delete a message on on DMs, it shows like message has been deleted.
Oh, does it? Oh,
Uh-huh.
sure. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And you know what? if it's after a certain like time frame too, I think it'll say delete, but then like if it's within a certain time, but then if it takes too long, like if it's maybe a day or so later, whatever, I think it says delete for you, so it doesn't even delete on their side. So
Ooh.
unless you block that person, I think they still got all the evidence on their side. Yeah.
Because
Like go just after this, go back like through our like DMs and like try to delete something like that you sent me. I think it's
I'm
gonna
gonna do
say
that right
delete
now.
for
I'm
Ooh,
curious.
live drive. There we
Cur
go.
now I am curious. Okay, so I'm gonna go
Mhm.
back to, like, a couple weeks ago, maybe.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, and then I'm gonna try to delete something I sent you. Okay.
Yeah, hold down.
Let's see. Hold down, delete for you.
Delete for you. See, I think that means only you.
And
It's
I
gonna
bet
be on
she
your
saw
side.
that.
This is what you call science, people. Science.
Saw that. She was like, "Oh, shit. I
Right.
can't do that now." And so she knows, she's like, "I can't ever show my," because you'll either show that I deleted whatever it shows up as, but it won't.
Oof. Oof, 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 oof. And you know what this is very much like Kathy Hilton versus Renna, where she's like, I don't even see it in my phone. And Renna's like, I mean, it's right here. Kathy's like, oh, you can still okay. You can still see that. All right.
Yeah. So, because also remember last season when Katie supposedly had receipts on Heather calling the pop.
Yeah.
She's like, I have proof that she was calling paparazzi, and it was just a text message from some guy.
He's like, yeah.
And it said, yeah. That's it. It just said, yeah.
That's
like,
it.
she's all, see, boom. We're like, who is
I'm
that
not
guy?
sure.
I don't even know who that guy is, and why does he know every single paparazzi ever? Like, what is that?
Right.
This one person knows it all. So,
Right.
and she also, there's like contradictory statements happening. Like when Jen, because Jen's having a hard time defending Katie, because Jen knows like there's something probably not great here. Because when Jen's like, the stuff that's weird is that Katie's like talking about how she's like going to their birthday parties and like hanging out with them like they're friends. But then she's like, I don't even know that person.
Ugh.
So it's just weird strategy. Very, very weird strategy. So
Wait, let me talk about that for a second, because I everything we've talked about, 100% agree. I don't know if I'm sold. How do you feel about the whole like Gina and Emily saying that Jen called, what did she say? She called Katie.
Oh, called her a con artist?
Yeah, because that felt to me like that scene felt a little like, I'm gonna set you up to have this moment kind of thing, where she's like, you don't remember you said that? You told me this and that. And like Jen was literally like, I said that? Like,
And I wondered the same thing. I'm like, was she drunk? Like, how does she not remember having a conversation that's that opinionated?
Right. And she like, she goes to Katie, she's like, if I said that, I'm sorry, but like I don't remember ever saying that. And Gina like cues it up later on. She's like, remember, Jen even said that about you. That's your best friend. So it felt like, ooh, are we rallying the troops right now, or did this actually happen? Like, I don't know where to land on that.
I need Gina to give more details about the conversation they allegedly had, because I don't think Gina would make it up.
Okay.
And I'm wondering if Jen maybe did have those opinions, and she's like, because I mean, she was having a hard time that they producer in her confessional is like, okay, so why did you maybe say to Gina that whatever con artist? And she's not denying she said it.
Right.
She's like, well, I mean, maybe because of these things with the whatever, but it's like little things, no big deal. So she's like, at some point she maybe thought it, but I feel like maybe she did the math on like, I need alliances. And so Katie and I have to be united here.
We're the newbies. We're the new girls. Yeah. Everyone else has been doing this for decades now. So yeah.
So that's the only reason I'm like, maybe she maybe said something like that, but then she hadn't really thought like, well, I'm going to need more people when we start filming, and they are friends.
Yeah.
So, but I think the way Gina weaponized it is the issue. It's like the way like you had this conversation with Jen, but then the way she like throws it in her face like that, like, oh, your good friend said that. It's like, I don't know. It's like, I don't believe it, but I feel like Jen's also not denying it. So just the way Gina went about it.
Oh, Jen Tree in the comments made a good point. She said, I don't think Jen actually said con artist. She said maybe Gina said con artist and Jen agreed with it. And so, that's a classic housewife thing where they'll set you up, and then once you agree with it, oh baby, that's the way to go right there. It's like, see, your own best friend doesn't even like you, bitch. Okay, she doesn't even she thinks you're a scammer herself. You're Joanne right now.
And I feel
so that made me happy.
Yeah, Gina probably like added that narrative spin to it. Like in her, how like when you have a conversation with someone, like you see it a lot on Love Island when you like they're like, well, he was just saying, basically blah 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 blah, and it's like that's not really what he said, but like it's just the way you reiterate conversations, like the way you hear things and experience things. So like Gina might have been like going off. Yeah, like Gina might have been going off about Katie, and Jen like agreed a little bit about a couple things, and in Gina's mind, she's like, see, she's a con artist. She's called her a con artist. So I could see that being the case. Okay. But I am excited for this season, even though it's so heavy on like blogger stuff. It just looks like a lot is happening.
I'm always I feel like OC, when the cast is right, I feel like they always really deliver a good season.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely in on OC this year. I'm excited.
Shannon and Katie are going to have a huge falling out. Shannon is like never going to speak to Katie again because there's something that happens that Katie does that Shannon did. I think it was Entertainment Tonight. And she's like, I called her a criminal a few times, or I called what she did criminal a few times, but I would like to take that back for the record. I'm like, oh, bitch, you're about to get sued again.
Uh-oh.
Shannon, no. Yeah. Shannon has, by the way, like literally paid for John and Alexis's wedding. That is so sad. Like realizing that, like she's paying in that money and then they're going to get married. Oh my God. Brutal. That is a brutal reality. I know. Awful. But I'm still excited for this season just because whatever. We'll see what happens.
They give.
Yeah, they give. Okay, well, that's it. That wraps us up for this Wiki Poo. Thank you so much, Kendrick. I'm so happy you got to go to Beyonce. And all right, guys. Well, we love you so much. We'll see you next time. Oh, what?
Sorry, I try to get good about calling now. Click on the starred. We got a couple super chats during the live.
Oh, thank you guys. Dog mom, Laura. Love a dog mom. Thank you. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you. Thank you for doing that, Kendrick. I didn't know that you could star things.
No, I think it happens automatically when people like will send money.
Oh, and so does it?
I think it goes on that side automatically. Y'all look, we figuring things out. Okay, we're learning.
Oh, there's a new thing, Auto Star Super Chats. I didn't even turn that on, but it's a new feature. That's because so StreamYard had a bunch of new features that I just never listened to, and I'm like, okay, thanks, whatever. And they've turned this Auto Star Super Chats on.
There you go. Because it looks. I didn't want to say anything, but StreamYard looks different. When I got on, I was like, wait a minute, what is happening? I don't know. I don't know.
It does look different.
I'm like, I don't know this place.
Yeah. There was definitely okay. Well, anyway, thank you guys so much for the love, and we love you guys so much, and we will see you same time next time. Bye. Thanks for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed the show.
And make sure you're subscribed to and following the I Cannot with Kendrick Tucker podcast and with Kendrick Tucker on Instagram and Threads.
She's Speaking with Emily Hanks is available everywhere you get your podcasts, on YouTube, and also exclusive bonus content is available on the Patreon. If you want to support our shows, please rate and review on whatever platform you listen, or you can buy us a coffee. Links for everything will be in the description.
Love you all. See you next Sunday.